Purple Nectar.
Oh, yeah. It is time. It is time. The legend is here. He has arrived. The director of Exile, The Chosen One.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It is time. It is time.
How you doing, brother? I'm hearing my echo on your end. How you doing?
Oh, good, man. Oh, good, man. I'm getting like feedback.
Yeah. This is the remix. This is the remix.
How you doing?
You got YouTube open? You got YouTube open on your end or what?
Yeah, getting like feedback.
Yeah. You want to mute that. Remix.
Awesome.
There you go. How you doing, my brother? Welcome to the podcast, man. I really appreciate it. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you,
That's
man.
right. We started off fun. We had the remix going, playing there. That's right. But yeah, this is really cool for you to be here on the Verbal Nectar podcast, man. I really appreciate it. Let me get the banner up here. That way, chat and our guests that are arriving and watching right now know who is in the house. That's right. Ranjeet is in the house. Ranjeet Marwa, how you doing, my brother? How's it going out there? You're in the UK, right?
I'm in the UK. It's like just gone 2 a.m. So I'm still awake. I'm a night owl.
I apologize.
That's okay, man. I very rarely sleep anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming you're a busy man out there, always doing the filming, always being the filmmaker, which we'll get into a little bit. And I'm seeing some badass posters in the back there. What do you got? Pulp Fiction?
I got
What's the other one? Oh,
Tarantino one.
That's my favorite Tarantino movie, Reservoir Dogs, baby.
Always, man. That one there is actually a new one. It's Blade.
Oh, Blade.
Yeah,
Love it. Got it. It's one of my favorite of all time. That's all. When you saw Blade, and did you get a chance to see Blade when it came out in theater back in the day?
Unfortunately, I didn't, man. I saw Blade. We have a thing called a shop here called CEX, which is Computer Exchange, and I went there and I saw Wesley Snipes as a vampire hunter. I'm buying the DVD.
That's it.
That was my first introduction to Blade. It's weird because I'm a big comic book fan guy, at that point, I'd never heard of Blade. So
isn't that weird? I was the same way too. It was strange. Like I collect comic books all the time. Went across my house to the closest 7-Eleven in the area. Yeah. And they had a small little rack. That was my comic book shop back in the day. A little small rack. Get the X-Men, Supes, Batman, get the Spideys.
Exactly, yeah.
And for some reason, when Blade came out in 1998, I was just like you. I was like, oh, Wesley Snipes is badass vampire killer. I got a vampire hunter. I got to see this. Yeah. And I went, and I did not know it was based off a comic book. I was blown away.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of the third one, but yeah.
I see. That's why we're friends. I
love the third one actually.
But Blade Trinity didn't happen. That doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. There wasn't.
I tell you what, though, I think they did really good casting with Mahershala Ali in the MCU.
Yes.
I think he'll be Blade.
Yeah, I believe so too, because he's such a good actor, and I'm sure with a lot of the training, I'm sure he'll be convincing in the action scenes. Of course, us, nostalgia nerds.
Yeah,
Wesley will always be our Blade, but we got a really good actor to take his place. So I'm at least they thought about it. At least they didn't just say, you know what, just let's get lazy with it. Let's just get Tyrese in here. We get Tyrese. Who else is Nick Cannon? Let's get Nick Cannon in here. They could have did that. Yeah, but he should do well. He should do well. All right, the movie Dojo Army is arriving as we speak right now. They're rolling in. That's right. The badasses. That's right. Rolling in, checking up on the samurai on the podcast, seeing who his wonderful guest is today. And I am honored to have Director Ranjeet here with us for you chat members that are just now arriving. I appreciate it. Oh, we got some guy named Sonny Pang in the comments here. You know that guy? Who's that guy?
No idea who this guy is.
Yeah, I might have to ban him. Should I ban him? Sonny, what's going on, man? That's my brother from another mother right there, man. Sonny Pang is the man. We got Michael Gonzalez here, Sean Holmes, Gene, David Hurd, Balin, Sherry. That's right. David Hurd, all these other badasses showing up. And Sonny Pang is laughing hilariously. Sean Holmes, all right. All right. So again, I appreciate you coming out to talk movies because that's what we love doing here on the podcast. And just out of curiosity, since I told you what my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie was, what is yours?
Well, it used to be Pulp Fiction until I saw Django Unchained.
Wasn't that good?
It was an amazing movie.
Man, that was a good movie.
I got my first pet about 7-8 years ago, and I called it Django.
Oh yeah. What'd you get?
I brought a cat. Assuming that it was a boy, I called it Django, and then I later found out that it was a girl, but the name still stuck.
Hey, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Django. Oh, we got Lee from Film Combat Syndicate just showed up in the chat. That's right. The Movie Dojo Army growing strong. That's right. So before we get into the movie, because I don't want to talk too much about it because of spoilers, because I really want chat to go out and see the film and show support. But we'll get into a little bit of it though. But just a few questions. You know how it is. So what motivated you to get into filmmaking, and then how long have you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry, technically probably about 3 years, but I've been making movies for about 11 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I got into filmmaking from my cousin actually, who lives in London. He at the time he was doing a college course, which was a media course, and one of the assignments was to do a fake trailer. And because I was always been like a movie buff, so he just was just like, "Do Ranjeet just shoot the trailer for me, so I can pass my fucking my course." So I shot the thing for him. And that kind of like it was the bug for me, filmmaking bug.
That's it. That was it. You got hooked.
Literally just instantly.
Oh man.
But prior to that, I've always been into comic books. I've always been into I was always into like the old school, like the Fox network cartoon Mortal Kombat, into the Batman animated series, into the X-Men.
Classic.
Yeah, so
I got that on Blu-ray. The box set right over there. Batman animated series is still great.
And then I literally just kind of, it was just movies after that, man.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. 11 years. That's a lot of hard work right there.
Yeah.
But you know, I have a feeling that you're just getting started.
Pretty much.
That is awesome, man. You're living the dream. That is awesome. But I kind of skimmed through your filmography on IMDb a little bit, and a couple of ones kind of stood out to me. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that. That way, Chad can get to know some of your other work.
Yeah.
So we have here, and the reason why I'll tell you in a minute why this one kind of stood out. Give me 1 second here. So this short documentary, let's see, The Boy Who Never Came Home, a very serious and sad subject, but a story that needs to be told.
Right.
You know, and it's very awesome that you kind of champion this project. And to let other people know out there, you know, the importance of this, and that was very important to me. It just stuck out once I read the plot synopsis. I was like, oh man. But this was considered, you know, for BAFTA and Academy Awards. I mean, that's how good. I mean, that's awesome, man. How awesome is that? BAFTA and Academy Award. But what caught my attention to it was produced by Bruce Payne. Yes. And it's funny because we just talked about Bruce Payne yesterday when we were talking about Passenger 57. Is it really that bad episode? And it's not. It is awesome. All right. Passenger 57 is fun. People rating that movie a little bit too low. But yeah, I was like, oh man, Bruce Payne is involved with this. So how was it working with him? Good or bad? It's all good.
Bruce is great, man. I've not spoken to Bruce for about a year or so, but we were pretty much talking every day until that point. So I'm still very good friends with him. I've known Bruce for probably about 4 years.
All right.
Yeah, we had a few projects in the works. At one point, I was attached to, and I can probably say it now. I was attached to direct the Mike Tyson biopic, and Bruce was gonna play Customer.
Really?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
one coming out right now, or the
yeah.
old one with Michael J. White?
So before, no, the one's coming out now. So before
Okay,
Jamie Foxx was,
Jamie Foxx. Okay,
we were looking at having it's really bad that I forget his name. The gentleman that was in Star Wars, I've forgotten his name.
which do you remember the character at least? The character's name?
I can't remember, dude. Okay,
Good guy or bad guy?
good guy. I'm not being bad. It was the African guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the black guy because it's right, but like in the most respectful way. It was
Boyega.
Yeah, John Boyega. Yes.
Yeah.
I should know his name because he lives 2 hours away from me. Yeah, so John Boyega, he was gonna play young Mike Tyson.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
That would have been interesting. Huh.
Yes.
I'm still kind of curious why. I mean, do you think they chose Jamie Foxx to be Mike Tyson, not just because he's a big name, and not just because he's a good actor and he could do the role, but do you remember those old Living Color skits where he would play the boxer? Yeah. Always trying to challenge Mike Tyson. And I've heard him imitate Mike Tyson before. I was just like, that's why they chose him. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it was he. I think about a year ago, less than a year ago, he actually read the opening of the film, which was online, and it was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, they've done a rewrite on the script since, but it was absolutely incredible. But yeah, I was almost closed the deal on directing that one, but it fell through just for whatever reason.
Right.
And I remained in touch with Bruce Payne. So. Yeah.
I'm sure a lot, one door closes. I'm sure a lot more is going to open up here. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's awesome. But yeah, that documentary, I'm going to have to watch that whenever I get a chance. But I see you have dipped into the horror genre here.
I have, I started.
So I was like, oh shit. So tell us a little bit about The Missing here.
The Missing actually came about because I was going to do a Romeo and Juliet movie.
Okay.
It was, but it was more modern day. Very, very violent version. I mean, Romeo and Juliet is already violent, but I was going to do my version of a violent movie.
I'm sold already.
And unfortunately, our financer backed out literally on the last minute.
Right.
You made us get everything in place. We got everything in place. All the cast and the crew were all in place, and then literally just like that, he dropped out, and we couldn't get financing for a while. So out of frustration and anger, I just self-funded this project.
Yeah.
And fortunately, Amazon bought it. So
okay, so is it still on Amazon Prime now? Okay, chat wants to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go, chat. Make sure you check out The Missing. Brief plot synopsis without spoiling it.
Brief plot synopsis is so the whole film is silent. There's no dialogue in it whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of inspired by just the location that I usually like to film in, which is that one, and just what could I do here? And I always wanted to do something revolving around, I guess I could say now, revolving around cults. Right. And the whole thing is, guy goes out into the woods. He goes missing, and then his best friend has not heard from him for days, and they usually talk with each other constantly. But out of like worry, I guess, he goes to looking for him, and literally the last thing he has from his friend is a selfie. So he studies the selfie and tries to find exactly what its location is.
Okay.
And eventually he gets to the location, but the location has some dark secrets of its own revolving around a cult.
Nice. And it's a silent film style.
It's a silent film, yeah.
You know what's really interesting? You brought that up because we've more recently, me and Lady Fat Blood, the missus, we recently have been kind of dipping into more of the silent film movies. I mean, everyone's seen Nosferatu, and Nosferatu is great and stuff like that. But The Man Who Laughs, we watched that recently, and there's a lot. They're fascinating.
It is, yeah, it is.
Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is fascinating.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I've not actually watched that one. I've been meaning to watch that one.
It's really fascinating, just the creativity. And then recently, we just watched Metropolis.
That's a great movie, man.
I'm stunned. Oh, what is that? What do you got there?
That's the Metropolis card that my missus got for me.
Oh, nice.
It's a mini poster.
Yeah, I'm watching this, and it's really interesting and fascinating. But the creativity, with the limited, there were no special effects. That is, like now, it's just fascinating. The creativity, like that movie was like shades of early cyberpunk, shades of early cyberpunk, pre Blade Runner. I'm like, what is going on? It was really fascinating, really, really fascinating. But that's awesome. So I'm definitely gonna have to really check out The Missing. And it also looks like you also have your own little vengeance, like action thriller trilogy of movies here. So we have The Last Goodbye,
yeah,
Destiny, and then Remember Me is the third one. So you have an action thriller trilogy right here, and it has garnered millions of views worldwide. So congrats, my brother, for the success of these three projects. But tell us a little bit about these movies.
No, I mean, I like. Well,
if you want to tell us about it, it's fine. It's fine.
Well,
go ahead.
The thing is, I was like, that was actually my first TV gig. They were the first movies that I made that like got broadcast worldwide.
Right. Okay.
So the first one, which is The Last Goodbye, it was originally titled Farmer Suicide.
Okay.
And it's a trilogy based in India around a pandemic that's gone, or an epidemic, whichever way you want to say it, about farmers who, due to the government stuff going on in India, they like to steal people's farmlands without any notice, and they like to butcher the whole family and just take everything. So it's all based on a real life situation. And unfortunately, right now in India, sorry to get political, but right now in India, there's a whole farmer thing going on where all of the farmland in India right now is being stolen by the government, and there's a massive. It is literally has been reported as the world's biggest protest that's been going on. Over 250 million people protesting.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So it's weird that I made these films prior to this happening.
Yeah. So similar, what's happening in these three movies is happening right now. Still.
Exactly. Yeah. Still.
Wow. 250 million protests.
Yeah. 250.
Oh my goodness. Well, I really hope that works out. You know,
and it's government corruption, police brutality,
everything.
It's everything, man. It was a very it's not a personal topic for me because I don't know anybody personally that's been affected by it, but I know that's been going on because my family are from India, so it's affecting them, and it's a daily thing in our house that it's a news thing that's constantly on, and it's just really it's a very burdening thing to listen to.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what the trilogy
is. Since this issue has escalated over the years, has anyone made movies similar to yours about the subject right now, or has that kind of been shut down?
There has been one, but the government loves to shut it down. I've been fortunate enough to be in the UK where
you have a little more freedom. All right,
more freedom where I can do what I need to do.
Is there any way we can watch these movies, or these
are all online to watch? These literally, I so they were on TV first. They had the premiere on TV. They played for a couple of weeks, and then that was it. And then now they're all online on YouTube, so they could just. Watch them.
Great, cool. Then I can catch up and watch all three.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
No worries, man.
All right. See, you're on it, man. You're all over the place. You got the serious political stuff. You got the documentary stuff. You got a little bit of horror. But now let's get to the action here. We're here for the action. All right.
Shams. So my missus is joined the chat. Shams B.
Who's in the chat right now?
My missus.
Oh, hello, Shams B. Hello. Thanks for joining. But now we're here for action, right?
We're here for
the topic of action. And when I first did the trailer reaction for this movie back in the day, not too long ago, that's a very good-looking guy right there. Don't you agree? Very sexy guy, right? But yeah, I was just like, the itch is. I think the action itch is gonna get scratched. It's gonna get scratched. That's what I like. And I was just like, I can't wait for the real official trailer to come out. And then, I just did a reaction to the official trailer. I was like, "Yep, it's gonna happen. It's gonna get. This is my kind of shit. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to mess around. All right, balls to the walls, action. I'm like, I'm sold. I'm sold. So, excuse me, I'm all excited. See, I'm all excited now. You got me coughing, asthma. I'm gonna start wheezing on live. I'm gonna start wheezing live. The action junkie wheeze. Oh man, so exiled. Let's go ahead and get into it. Boom! I'm loving the new poster too.
Cool.
I'm loving the new poster.
Thank you, man.
Digging it, loving it. I like the original poster too, as well. I like both actually.
Yeah.
So, how did Exile come about? How did this project come about?
So Exile actually came about. Well, there was a movie that I originally planned for, and I flew out to Indonesia. I met with all the guys and all the guys from the raid, Headshot, The Night Comes For Us. I met with all of them, and they all agreed to be a part of a movie called Blood Rush.
Awesome.
Blood Rush is
Yes,
and I still talk about Blood Rush because Blood Rush for me is my The Night Comes For Us.
yeah,
So literally, I have everybody attached to this movie, and it just kept going, and then unfortunately, COVID happened. So all the investors pulled out, and then I tried to get a couple of things going, and it wasn't clicking. And then
yeah,
my action choreographer, myself, and our producer, and a couple of other people, my missus being one of them, and my pops, they invested into the movie. So literally, the whole movie was self-funded.
Blood Rush.
Just
Blood Rush or Exile?
Exiled.
Okay.
It was all self-funded just by a bunch of friends, family, and I thought, you know what, fuck it, fuck the investors, let's go and make our own movie. And we did it, and we've had a really good response since. And I literally had 3 weeks to write the script.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Well, it wasn't even 3 weeks; it was probably 2 weeks, and then a week later, Sunny came to the UK. So I got everybody on board, and then Sunny introduced us to Hannah Al Rashid.
Yes.
She came on, and then Oka joined in later on into the
Right. So was I right in my little trailer without spoilers?
Yeah.
Was I right a little bit? My trailer reaction theory on Oka?
Well, people can watch the reaction. They can make it.
Okay, there you go, chat. Watch the trailer reaction if you haven't seen it. I had a little theory on what Oka's doing in there, but it's all good. But yeah, action, balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Like this is my kind of shit, and it's awesome. You have your creative vision here. Nobody else is coming in to fuck it up. You wrote the script. You know, the team came together to make it happen. You know, like a badass family. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to hear. And you know, how many times have you heard? And I'm sure it might have happened to you a little bit, you know, throughout your career as well. But how many times have you heard a director who had a vision and he had this badass action movie in mind, and he was going to do it, and everything was going to go well, and right during filming, the studio comes in and goes, no, take all this badassity out. No, pull some bullshit in there, you know, pull some pointless love triangle in there, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that happened with the trilogy, unfortunately. But you know,
really?
Yeah, it's a learning curve though, so it's okay. Fortunately, the one of the main producers that we had on Exiled, he gave us complete freedom to just do what we had to do. He didn't get involved. It's like, do what you have to do, just as long as there's no mention of religion, because everything else is fine.
All right, hey,
hey,
we're here for action and suspense, and we're here for a thrill ride, so it's all good. It's all good. What's the release date? Or we don't know yet?
Well, there's not a definitive release date, but it's supposed to be sometime in May.
Okay.
So it's literally just right around the corner. But obviously, it's depending on COVID and theaters situation. So we're looking at that right now. So we'll see what happens.
But it looks like Timo, you know, our boy Timo, looked like I saw his little credit in the trailer there. He seemed like he enjoyed it. So that's always a good sign.
Timo was actually the first one to see the trailer. And he messaged me at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, "Show me the trailer, bitch." No, literally, word for word, that was what he said. Show me the.
He's awesome.
Yeah, Timo's a great guy. So I showed Timo, and Timo actually he really dug the trailer, and he was just like, he actually gave me some points in how to tighten up the trailer slightly. So I took his advice on board, and the trailer is what you see it is now.
Nice. Yeah, Timo, he cracks me up. Sometimes I see some of his tweets.
Yeah.
He makes me laugh, man. I love that guy. But yeah, the cast here, like you mentioned before, we have, Hannah Al-Rashid is in this. She was in VH. She's in a lot of projects, but she was in VHS 2, which is still considered the best.
It is.
Out of the trilogy, and it's because of the short she starred in, which was Safe Haven, directed by our boy from the director of the Raid films. What's his name? Evans?
Gareth Evans, yeah.
Yes. And that's still there's no argument. Like, out of all 3 movies, fans of that franchise is like, Safe Haven, that's it.
Yeah.
Safe Haven. You're never going to watch the others. Safe Haven. There you go.
Safe Haven was actually the first one that I watched. I didn't bother watching the rest.
You didn't miss anything. There you go. But yeah, Safe Haven's amazing. Chad, if you have not seen VHS 2, don't even bother seeing the third one. It's garbage. But at least watch Safe Haven because it's fucking badass.
Yeah.
And American audiences are probably lucky that it wasn't a full movie, because it probably wouldn't have been released here.
Dude, Safe Haven.
Actually, unfortunate for me. Actually, I better take that back because I want to see it. But
Safe Haven is a fucking crazy movie,
dude. It's my kind of crazy. I love it, and it's so awesome. Towards the late here of the project, Antara has joined the fray. That is awesome, man. And he was great in the Raid 2. Yeah. I Foxtrot 6 looks badass. I purchased it on Amazon Prime. I have not watched it yet. But I want your honest opinion of Killers. Honest opinion of Killers. I thought Killers was fucking sick. I really liked it.
I think Killers is like super underrated, man.
Thank you. You beat me to the punch.
Yeah.
You beat me to it because I just don't understand. Because I came late to the party, the Killers party. I came late to it. And I ordered it on Blu-ray. You see, I'm supporting badassity here. Are you sensing a theme here, chat? All right. But yeah, me and the wife, we sat down and watched the movie, and we were like, "Yo, that was a great horror thriller movie. It was badass. It was really good, and the performances from Oka was great, and everyone involved. And I was just kind of like, why is nobody talking about this movie? Yeah. Why is nobody? I guess I got the YouTube channel. I guess I'm gonna have to make a review now. But I'm just like, dude, Killers is sick. So chat, Killers. If you have not seen Killers, please check out Killers. Please check it out. And of course, this badass is also in exile. That's right, Sonny Pang, the legend, from The Night Comes For Us, the scene-stealing Sonny Pang. That's what I like to call him.
Yeah.
Stole every scene he was in The Night Comes For Us. Buffalo Boys, he's in that too. He's in a lot of projects as well. But my introduction to him was Headshot, and that was a fucking badass movie. See, don't you like it how, we're just being real here on the channel, I bet you can come across other interviewers and they're just like wearing suits and ties and like, well, do you think that the political view of, you know what I mean? No, we're real here on the channel. We're real, we're cursed, we drink beer, we love martial arts, we love badass movies, that's why we're here. All right?
And
it's nice to be real, right?
All the interviews are great.
Uh-oh. But yeah, Sonny Pang's in this. You got a lot of badass stuntmen in this. A shout out to all the stuntmen, the fight choreography, choreographers, the cast. Shout out to you guys that are watching right now as well. Really appreciate your hard work. And again, without spoilers, certain when I watch a trailer, sometimes certain scenes, kind of images stick out to me. Like look at this badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Look at this. Just like that's it. You don't need words. Look at this. He's like, I'm scared now. Like I'm scared. Like he's gonna fuck me up. But look at this. He got all these daggers and knives. Like he's about to fuck somebody up. It's gonna be a bad day.
You should ask Sonny Pang what his nickname is. That guy that he's actually our action choreographer, Nick Khan.
Nice.
You should ask Sonny what his nickname is.
Sonny, what's his nickname? I know is he still in chat? Let's see if he's still here.
Sonny's probably he just commented, so Sonny will know what his name is.
Okay. Good Vibes. That's his nickname?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see if Sonny writes it.
Yeah, Sonny, what's his nickname? What's Nick Khan, right? That's the actor.
Yeah.
Sonny, if you're still watching, let us know. Let us know what his nickname is. So we'll keep rocking and rolling there. Just keep an eye out for chat for me. Oh, there he goes. Numb nuts. Okay, hold on a second here. You mean to tell me this badass motherfucker right here is called Numb Nut? This guy's called Numb Nut, and you know what?
Sonny calls him Numb Nut, yeah.
Oh, he calls him Numb Nut?
It's not actually the character's name, but Sonny calls him Numb Nut. AKA the fake Russian.
Oh, it's brilliant. Brilliant. Love it already. So, yeah, he looks like somebody's about to have a bad day with Numb Nut showing up here. And this image right here, I was just like, what is happening right here?
So like this is actually
go ahead.
Really good friend of mine named James Bryan. I've known James for about 8, 9, 10 years.
Okay.
James, he plays a character called Catoplasma. Yeah, and he is if you can see all the tribal marks on his face and all the tribal jewelry he's got on, he plays a really fucked up character. This scene right here is literally right after he's done something crazy fucking, and we had to do this take about 4 times, and each time he fucking nailed it. And and his acting ability is fucking, I can't tell you what he's acting. It's something else. James is someone that I'm gonna work with continuously.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely incredible talent.
Tribal plasma.
Yeah, we should call it tribal plasma, but yeah, Catoplasma.
And Numb Nut.
Nick
Khan, don't kick my ass. All right, you're a badass. We're having fun here. Oh man, whew, that's hilarious. Y'all got me crying over here. Oh my goodness. Film Combat Syndicate says Lee. He says Jay Bryan looks sick. Yeah, like I said, imagery and images kind of that stand out to me, and that was one of the images, and I was like, yo, what the hell just happened here, and what is going on? I gotta watch this movie. Yeah. See, intriguing things. Now, if you're here to watch a Disney movie, you came to the wrong podcast.
Yeah. Disney movies, man.
It's all good. But yeah, we're having a great time here. This is hilarious. Here's some questions from the chat. It's perfect timing right here. Sean Holmes says, "Is Killers like the movie Mean Guns by Christopher Lambert?" No. But you go ahead and answer that.
Yeah. Dude, it's on Amazon. Why don't you rent it?
No, it's totally different. It's not. Yeah. It's not necessarily an action movie.
No. It's more. I think it borderlines thriller horror.
Yeah, thriller horror, Sean.
Yeah.
But definitely check it out when you get a chance. Let's see. I think somebody earlier asked about. They said something like, "Is this kind of similar vibe of Surviving the Game?" Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I've had a lot of people make a comparison to that.
Nice.
I guess you could. For me, actually, Exile was actually inspired by Battle Royale.
Yes.
It was mainly inspired by that, and it was partly inspired by the Belko experiment.
Okay.
Which have you seen the Belko experiment?
Yeah.
I thought also that was a very underrated movie.
Did you like Mayhem?
Yeah.
That was the polite way of saying it's okay. The Hunt that just came out. What do you think of The Hunt?
I've not watched The Hunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it out, just out of curiosity. It's a mixture of dark comedy with violence, but it has that battle royale feel to it.
Okay.
But yeah, like when you're free, because I know you're so busy, go and check it out. Yeah, Surviving the Game meets Belko experiment. I can dig it.
Yeah.
What can you give another brief plot synopsis on Exiled for people who are just arriving in chat here?
Yeah, so Exiled is about a bunch of random people who are thrown into a concrete jungle, and they literally the last one to survive the game wins. Unfortunately, the whole game is being live streamed, so people are betting on who's going to win, who's going to survive, who's going to be the next one to die, and it's more or less that thing. But there's something that happens along the way, which Sonny's character kind of realizes, and he realizes that he can do something to alter the game, which
Nice.
which the main boss doesn't like, and he sends in some surprising things into the game, and that without giving you too much away, that's pretty much what happens.
Nice. Sold. Love Battle Royale. I love that movie when it came out. I know that was a very controversial film for its time. When you watch it, though, you're like, "Why is this controversial?" But, it's like, why? But that was a badass movie.
I guess it was.
I didn't like the second one, though. I did not like the second one.
I mean, I have the second one. I've watched probably 45 minutes of it, but I'm not like.
You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything.
I think the reason it was probably controversial is because it's a bunch of kids killing each other, school kids killing each other, and I know that's quite a touchy subject.
Right.
So I guess that's probably the reason why. But
it's movies. It's fantasy. Jesus Christ, lighten up. Get the stick out of your ass. Sorry. But
it sounds like The Running Man. Yeah, it's being compared to The Running Man as well.
yes, another favorite of mine. So we're all good here. There was another movie that was similar. But don't if whoever says Hunger Games in chat right now, I'm gonna boot you out.
No Hunger Games reference, please.
Oh man, but I'm sold. I'm excited. Do you think maybe mid-year this might be released or later?
Well, I'll tell you what we've been. This is the first that I'm going to tell you. So I'm telling you on the show first.
Exclusive.
Exclusive, yeah. So at some point, Netflix will acquire the movie.
Nice, perfect.
They will have it. So that will be, I think, a worldwide release on Netflix. So if any territories that it doesn't come out in, it will be on Netflix.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Fan of Hard Target?
Yeah. Dude, man, my movie tasted movies has changed drastically, man.
Yeah.
It went from liking sci-fi stuff to liking fucking some other bullshit, and then eventually I landed on action movies. So
Right.
so my knowledge of action right now, it's getting there, but it's not it's not to the way yourself and your fans are.
Hey, what is the important thing is what is the saying? Better late than never, right?
Of course.
Right? There's still people out there who haven't even watched, haven't even given the. It's unfortunate. It's very rare, but there's people out there that exist that don't even want to watch the Raid because they have Rush Hour, right? You got Rush Hour. That's their favorite martial arts movie ever. Like, why do I need to watch the Raid, right? So
Rush Hour is a very fun movie.
It was. I'm just using that example. Maybe I should have used Rush Hour 3, but yeah. I mean, you're gonna have everyone's different, right? To each his own, right? Movies are subjective, but we will accept all newcomers. We will accept them all to the badacity that is action movies, shooting, guns, explosions, fire choreography, badass stuntmen, stunts, and a good story once in a while. A bonus.
That's pretty much.
Somebody mentioned The Condemned. You seen that one with Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I have seen that one. I guess you could say it's that. Just as long as
way more violent than Condemned, though, and because The Condemned was a rated R, I believe. This looks way more violent than The Condemned.
It was rated R.
I could have sworn. Let me check. Hold on. Let me check real quick while you keep talking. You keep talking with chat there if they have any questions. Chat, make sure if you got any questions. Mr. Ranjeet he's checking for them.
Lee says the only reason Rush Hour 3 gets a pass is because of Hiroyuki Sanada. Well, I guess because he's playing Scorpion now. So, yeah, no, to be honest, I did like Rush Hour 3. I mean, not like Rush Hour 1 or 2, but I still enjoyed it because it's a fun popcorn flick. It's just something that's
Yeah,
there.
it's all good. It's all good. You know me. I just got to be honest. Yeah, I just checked. The Condemned was R, and I'm like,
Wow.
why? It must be. It felt like a soft R, but then I haven't watched The Condemned in a long time. But it didn't feel like a strong R though. This one, you got Sonny Payne bashing somebody with the knuckles, with the hammer. We got Numbnut, knives all over the place, machete style. You know what I'm saying? Gonna kick ass, take names. Yeah. So I mean, let's think, I mean, right now, let's go back to the image here. Let's go back to the image. None of this, as far as I can remember, happened in The Condemned. Just this image alone. This image alone is more violent than the whole entire movie of Condemned. But yeah, we're having a good time here. We're having a good time. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to The Condemned coming out. Anything else you'd like to talk about? Exiled. I mean, I'm been sold. I'm sure chat is not. I'm sure chat is sold by now. Anything else? Did you have any issues or problems during filming?
We at the time we didn't realize, but then while we were there 2 or 3 days into filming into the location that we were in, we realized that the fucking location was haunted.
What? Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
Like, when I say it was haunted, I don't mean like some fucking pussy shit happening. I mean it was full on fucking haunted, man.
No way.
Yeah.
Like, you got to tell us now what happened.
Well, okay, I'll say the first 3 floors. The first 3 floors, the first floor was not bad, but it was quite clear that there was something there. The energy there was something.
Yeah.
You know? Everybody felt it. Floor 3, I'll get to 2 in a second. Floor 3, there was something on floor 3 which was fucked up. Like I remember going myself twice by myself up to the 3rd floor. Once by myself and once to go and see the crew. The first time I went up, and I know that there was nobody there on the 3rd floor. I went up to probably get something or just to go and check something. I went up and right in the back because it was multiple doors and all glass doors. Right in the fucking back, there was something standing there.
No.
Yeah, it was like a human figure.
Really?
I thought maybe it's probably me.
Like reflection?
But it was silhouetted, so I couldn't make out what it was. But I stood there, and all of a sudden, it shifted to the left.
What?
And I know nobody's there. And I thought, okay, fuck it, don't think about it. Do what you gotta go back down.
Did it show up later? Did it show up later and be like, hey, can I be in exile? Do you have a part for me? No, go ahead. Wow.
Then the second time we went up, all the crew was in the first room on the left.
Yeah.
And again, I walked up, and there's nobody in the back because we're not doing nothing in the back. There's no scenes taking place in the back. The scenes are taking place in the first part of that location, of the floor, sorry. And I know everyone is setting up there, and nobody's in the back. Because the whole crew is literally on the left, just doing this shit with equipment.
Right.
I walked up again, and the same thing's fucking standing there again.
No way. It came back.
It came back. I walked forwards, and it did the exact same thing, and it moved again to the left. Nobody went to the back of that part of the location again. That was the 3rd floor. That wasn't the worst. The worst part was the second.
There's worse. All right.
Yeah, the 2nd floor was the worst. Sunny Pang says I'm leaving. Sunny Pang, you know what? I got to give a massive fucking shout out to Sunny. Sunny, a daily thing that we did on set was because we knew that the location wasn't right.
Okay.
We knew because obviously the location, it's a derelict building. We know that we're coming into something that has already been there for a long time. Whatever's there has been there for a very long time. We are the intruders in that place.
Okay.
You're interrupting whatever's there. Whether you believe in ghosts or whatever.
Right.
Definitely something there.
Right.
And energy was there. I'm not going to say ghost, but an energy was there.
Yeah.
Some
sort of entity was there.
Some entity was a multiple entity there.
Okay.
the first thing that we did on set before we even started shooting was Sonny did a Buddhist prayer for us, um, and we blessed the building, we blessed the crew that nothing bad would happen, and every day we do that before shooting.
Okay.
And on the second, anyway, so I told you first floor, second floor, third floor. So now the second floor, we unfortunately we were only able to film on the second floor for one day.
Did you pause? Looks like you
I think-
paused there for a second.
I'm not sure what happened.
Okay.
So something happened on the second floor, which unfortunately only let us film there for one day in one of the rooms, and it was very soul bearing, should I say?
No.
To be there, yeah, and
Okay.
and everybody felt it. Every single
Right.
person who felt it, and it was not a nice place to be.
Right.
And so I made the decision to completely shut off the second floor.
Okay.
Nobody stepping foot on the second floor.
Okay.
And then it took me about 8 weeks to fully kind of recover from after the shoot.
Well, yeah.
Recover from because for me, I'm naturally a very positive person and very laughy,
Yeah.
jokey person.
Yeah.
But to be there, it was very soul crushing, and it
Right.
changed. It altered my whole being and soul inside of me, and it took me a while to kind of get back to normality. And a lot of the help was from Sonny, speaking to
Oh,
Sonny, and,
nice.
and putting me in a good place. And an absolutely amazing thing that Sonny's wife did for me. She made me this bead, which I keep with me when I'm working, which is this prayer bracelet.
Nice.
And it kept us safe on set. It kept everything there. And on the last day, I stood in the center of the building, and I just apologized to the building and whatever
Right.
was there.
Right.
And I said, sorry that we've come to interrupt you. We're not here to take anything.
Right.
We're passing through. We're just doing some work. I'm literally going to be out of here in the next couple of hours. I'll never
Right.
never step foot back in this building again.
Right. Right.
I swear to you, whatever shit I felt for the duration of filming, as soon as I apologized, I felt everything just wash off of me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it was crazy. It's weird that I'm talking about this, and some people might not believe it, but man, if you've never been in that situation and you never experienced it, I can understand the skepticism.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I was there, man. The crew was there. They felt that shit, man.
Wow. Wow. No, a while back, that last year, I did a stream with a fellow YouTuber, Jax B the Ripper, and we were talking about both of us paranormal type of things we've been around. Nothing as for me, nothing as extreme as what you just went through. But there's in my old job and other places I used to work, there were things that happened that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Very bizarre. Like, okay, that's just doesn't make any sense at all. But I had to keep working, just like you. We had to keep working. We got to pay the bills, right? But props and shout out to Sonny and everyone else support to get through that, because that would kind of change the positivity and enthusiasm of, hey, let's make a movie. I think that would kind of ruin it. But that's awesome. I'm glad everything worked out. And if there's any other reason you need to go watch the movie now, just remember.
It was crazy dude, it was crazy because like when I came up with the concept of the movie and the location was set,
Yeah.
obviously you don't realize that the stuff's there, right? So when you go in there, you're making a fucked up movie,
Yeah.
right? With fucking blood and gore and violence.
Right.
It's just gonna fucking feed that fucking whatever's there, right?
Right.
Because it feeds off that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, like we didn't realize at the time, but unfortunately on the second and third floor, there were like case files. Like like you have boxes and there's loads and loads of files in there, like
Yeah.
stuff. So there was fucking ton of them, and just out of curiosity, I opened one, and it was the most horrific thing I ever read. And they were all thrown away in a fucking derelict building, and obviously whatever's there is feeding off of all this negative energy.
Right.
All these negative things that are written in all this character. Dude, when I said it was probably close to 1 million files. Yeah.
Wow. Just sitting there in boxes.
In boxes. Yeah.
Wow.
You could probably see the boxes in the trailer as well. They're in.
Okay.
There's a guy called the guy who says tickety tock.
Right,
On
right.
on his left, so our right on the screen, you can see the case files there next to him. That's just some of them.
That's some of them. Okay.
That's some of them. But
Wow, what a fascinating story. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Lee says Sonny ate the ghost, shat ectoplasm, and laced it with his blessing as he spread it all over the set. Not even COVID could win that fight. Charm says Sonny was my hero on set. So lots of love here and support. Sonny says, I did nothing, just telling them please don't make me into numbnut like the fake Russian, please.
Oh God.
Oh man. Wow, that woof. We can't really top that story right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad in the long run everybody was safe, nobody got hurt. I'm glad that everything worked out. And you got the chance to do what you guys love to do. You know what I mean? And that's a rare thing in general, is finding something. And this is with any type of trade, any type of, it's very rare because, we gotta work the odd jobs. We got to do what we need to do to pay the bills, but to do what they love doing, to do their dream job is, it's a rare thing. And it's very awesome that you as a filmmaker has gotten the opportunity and has created great work for other people to watch and experience, and all the actors and people that were involved in the movie now. Great. More doors are going to open for them as well, and this is all love. This is why, I could sit here and chill out and talk about Tenet, right? I could do that, or I could talk about something that I love, and this is, I'm more of an action martial arts junkie head, but I like a little bit of everything. I love the horror. I love a little bit of everything. If you've been watching the channel for so long, we love movies. We love movies, and
we're here because we're movie fans first and foremost.
Yeah, pretty much. And being a fan yourself helps you make better products.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So chat. Oh, go ahead.
The first thing I used to do when I used to purchase DVDs, I still do actually. I buy a DVD and I don't even watch the movie. I never watch the movie first. Always watch the making of or the behind the scenes or the special features. That's the first thing I do. I don't care about spoilers, but that's the first thing I do, just to see how they made the movie, and then I watch it. It makes me appreciate it more.
Wow, that's fascinating. I've never done that.
Yeah.
I kind of appreciate it more like after the fact.
I mean, I guess each to their own. Like, I mean, there's no right or wrong way.
That's interesting, though, to do it that way. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's actually kind of cool. But I sense very good things are ahead of you. I mean, ahead. Good things are ahead. I can speak, right? I can speak in the English. Good things are ahead for you, my brother, and for Charms B in the chat and everybody involved. But now I got all the hard questions out of the way. So let's have some fun now. Favorite genre of film as of right now?
I'd probably say, well, I've been a fan of action movies for a while, but I'd say probably action right now in this movie. Yeah.
Nice. Hey, if you need to, send me some Facebook messages if you want to talk action movies, man. I'll catch you up. So since we're on that subject, so chat. Not only, I mean, obviously we all by now, you guys know I'm excited for Exiled, right? But Blood Rush, yo. Blood Rush. Look at that poster. Bloody Machete. The name of it is Blood Rush, and the tagline is "Prepare for total brutality." Right? So I'm like, ooh, candy. Ooh, what is this? So check this out, chat. I'm gonna look it up right now. Look at it. Give me a second. Watch this. I'm gonna go to IMDb. So all you martial arts movie junkies out there, if this doesn't excite you, then you can go watch Rush Hour 3. But here you go. Just kidding. Hold on. I'm almost there. Here we go. So obviously because of the coof, it's in pre-production still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Look who is in this, all you action and martial arts movie fans. We got the legendary Sonny Payne as Boss Hanzo. He has returned. We got Zach Lee. That's right. Bobby from The Night Comes For Us. He's in this. We got C-Sep Rahman. That's right. Y'all know who C-Sep is. That's right. The Raid 2, Electric Boogaloo. We got Nathan Jones in here. And from the Raid, we have Yayan Ruhan. I mean, these are all badasses here. It's gonna be brutal. They're gonna get down. Like, I'm excited just from this cast alone. Was it difficult to work with Nathan Jones, or was he a big teddy bear?
No, I've spoken with Nathan quite a few times. Nathan was really excited about Blood Rush. So everyone is still attached to Blood Rush. So hopefully,
cool.
Early next year we start shooting Blood Rush.
Nice.
So everyone is attached. The lead is actually Zach Lee. I wanted to give Zach Lee a leading role because as soon as I saw him in The Night Comes First, I was like,
Bobby, yeah.
Why is this guy not in a fucking lead role?
Yeah, exactly.
So it was for me. It was like a mission to put Zach Lee in the lead. A few producers came on board, and they wanted to change the lead. At one point, Scott Adkins was attached, but I was like, no, I want Zach.
Yeah.
Because I think Zach deserves it. I mean, I love Scott Adkins. I think he's fucking amazing. Scott Adkins is a next door neighbor to me, not literal, probably about 10 minutes away from me. So like,
I love Avengement.
Yeah, but Scott's had his lead roles. He's got lead roles. Yeah, and I think it's time that somebody that deserves a lead role has a lead, right? And for me, I wanted it to be Zach Lee, and it still is Zach Lee. I actually spoke to Zach Lee this morning, and he was like, I guess I could say it now. He was like, get me an Exile 2. So Exile 2 is officially greenlit. I can say that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! Yeah.
So,
awesome.
The producers actually they greenlit it a couple of days ago. So Exile 2 is greenlit, so it will happen at some point.
Are we going for another trilogy here in the Ranjeet filmography?
My one project at a time, man.
I gotta ask. I can't help it. We got people in chat talking about Blind Rage.
Blind Rage is the movie that we're doing with Sonny Pang this year. So either we're shooting in London or we're going to be shooting in Indonesia.
You're directing it?
I'm writing and directing it.
Oh shit! Is it Zatoichi style? What we got going here without spoiling it?
Zatoichi style. It's Zatoichi.
Oh, he's so perfect for that, man. I could see him play that.
It's like Zatoichi meets the Equalizer kind of style.
Oh, nice. Woo! Gotta love that title already. Blind Rage. Cool. Yeah. Getting all kinds of exclusives here tonight, chat. That's right. Oh man, how cool is that? Oh, let's have some more fun questions here. Chat, don't forget, any questions for Ranjeet while he's here? Ask away. Or you can ask me as well. All right. So, since you're new to you're just now dipping your toe in the action films filmography, do you have a top 5 as of right now? Top 5 action films.
I'll name you the ones that I really like. I probably don't have top 5 or 10, but I'll tell you ones. Yeah. Shogun Assassin.
Shogun Assassin.
Right.
The Club series is great.
Yeah. Obviously, The Raid, The Night Comes First.
Right.
Because obviously, The Raid and The Night Comes First were almost the reason why I thought, fuck it, I'm going to dip my toe into the action genre.
Yeah.
And, I'm fortunate enough to know Timo really well, and Timo and Sunny have almost been like mentors to me. So
nice.
it's been incredible to get their advice and their knowledge on how to make action movies. I guess you could go with something that I recently watched. It was Gangs of London.
Now, every day I stream, somebody pops up and asks me, Best Samurai Guy, when are you gonna do they're choking me, with the comment. When are you gonna do Gangs of London? Review Gangs of London. It's not over here. It's not over here to watch.
Absolutely incredible. I think it's actually it's on Virgin Atlantic.
I think it's on a streaming service, but that means I have to pay for the streaming service just to watch it. But do you know if it eventually is gonna get a Blu-ray release? I hope so. I can.
I recently bought the DVD the other day, so I know it's out already. I know it's out.
Okay.
Already.
All right. I'll double check again.
Cool. And if I had to go for one more, I'd say probably First Blood.
Oh, nice. Classic, man. Classic movie. Film Combat Syndicate Lee says, "Hey, Ranjeet, can you describe what your hopes are in terms of working with Hannah Al-Rashid again?"
I actually have a couple of projects I've pitched to Hannah. One is called Wolves. It's a female action-led movie. I want it to star Hannah and Julia Stell.
Nice.
As like a double team.
Nice. Okay.
So
I'm down for that.
Yeah. So the story is that they're two sisters.
Nice.
So that is the story. So I won't give away too much, but
do you have any bad ideas?
Kind of fucking badass, dude. I actually have another movie that I'm gonna speak to Hannah about, hopefully in about a week's time. Then the next movie that we're doing, which is confirmed for an April shoot. So I'm gonna speak to Hannah about that.
Okay, nice. I'm excited. Boomrock says Gangs of London did come out, so it's on AMC Plus. Again, I have to pay for it to watch it. I'd rather buy it to own it. I don't know. I'm old school, so I'd rather own it. It's mine. No one else can watch it. But if it was on Amazon Prime, I'd pay for it, or rent it or something. I would, but but yeah, that's on the list one day, so that way chat will leave me alone. Every day.
I'm reading my wife's comment.
Okay. What Patila, man? What is happening?
But so the word Patila is in because I'm Indian, so the word Patila in Indian means frying pan. So we came up with a really bad idea for a B movie called Frying Pan Man, basically, as a complete piss take.
Yeah.
And
a joke, yeah.
My wife has been hounding me to make that movie for the last 5 years.
Well, now I want to see it now. I want to see Frying Pan Man. Charms, don't give up. Keep pressuring him. Frying Pan Man. Then you're going to make a Frying Pan Man universe. You got to have a whole, MCU. Frying Pan Man.
It's funny that you said that because she has been talking about it.
Oh, hey, there's some movies you got to make just to be, to have fun.
It started off as a complete fucking joke, and now she's like almost every single day she's like, Patila man.
That's it.
When are you start writing? I'm
you're getting text messages.
I said to her, I'll write it and produce it. You direct it. And she's like, no, you fucking direct it.
You're getting text messages and voicemails. Patila man. That's it. Hashtag Patila man chat.
No, don't do it.
Hey, there's all kinds of bizarre movies out there. There's Zebra Man. There's so many goofy superhero comedies out there. So, it's not that far-fetched. But Lee says Nick will choreograph Patila Man with all the frying pans and walks available. Is Walkman the villain, or what are we doing?
So Frying Pan Man is actually the villain. So it's supposed to be like I guess you could say it's like Freddy Krueger kind of style. So where the lead is actually the bad guy.
All right.
Yes. Don't make this a thing, man, because I don't want it to be a thing.
I don't know. Chat's in on it now. Frying pan man, fork lady, and the MCU of utensils. There you go. Speaking of, this sounds like hilariousness. This sounds like hilariosity. But have you ever seen one of the worst superhero movies ever made that no one knows exists? Puma Man.
I have heard of it. Yeah, I've never watched it, but I know of this movie. I don't know how I know this fucking movie, but I know it.
Are you aware of Mystery Science Theater?
I'm not. No.
Okay, so it's one of the greatest shows ever made, but it came out like late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
But it's a show where it's like a guy and two robots. You see their silhouettes, but they're like in a movie theater, but they watch bad movies.
Right.
They riff the movies. They make fun of them. It's one of the greatest shows ever. But that was me and Lady Fatblood's introduction to Puma Man. They riffed Puma Man.
Wow.
Dude, if you can't find that episode, you might be able to find Puma Man on Netflix. MST's on Netflix. Watch that episode. You're going to die laughing. It's so bad. And it's not what you're thinking. It's not like, oh, he's just part Puma or he's got Puma powers. No. He's got like a cape and he wears Dockers.
What the fuck?
That's it. He looks like Liberace with Dockers. That's what he looks like. It's so, and Donald Pleasance is the main villain. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. Chad, if you haven't seen Puma Man, watch the Mystery Science Theater version because at least you got the jokes to get you through it. How you doing over there, man? I know it's, what is it, 3 a.m. now? I don't want to keep you up too much.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I could do, like Captain America says, I could do this all day.
Yeah. Love it. Future of the MCU. What do you think? Since you're a big comic book movie fan, what do you think? Did it end with Avengers Endgame and we're done?
I think it ended with Endgame for sure.
I think so too. I'm not excited about anything coming out.
I'm not. I think, like, as much as I love Marvel and Disney, I've grown up on that shit, and literally since I was 4 years old, I've grown up on everything Marvel, DC. But I think Endgame was pretty much the peak for them. I think everything that they do now will unfortunately go downhill unless they can do something super interesting, unless they introduce ways to keep certain characters in, unless they can bring in straight away the Fantastic Four, they can bring in Blade and make it super interesting. I think it'd be great. I know that they've included Deadpool now into the MCU, but I think to kind of save the movies from going downhill, I think they need to introduce the characters quick, because the one thing I don't like now is that they've introduced the TV shows with the movies. So if you watch a movie, you're not going to understand any of it because you haven't watched the TV show.
Right.
I'm not a fan of that.
Right. That's not going to be good for the casuals that just want to watch.
Yeah, of course.
They're lost.
Yeah.
Lee says Ranjeet runs on gasoline, spices, push-ups, and watered down Coke. I shouldn't have highlighted that one. Sorry. It's all lies. Ranjeet is a man of class. That's right. Let's see here. Boomrock says if they do Avengers versus X-Men, it'd be their best chance at surpassing Endgame. What do you think of that?
I think so. I think that would be great. But I don't think they have the rights to X-Men just yet.
Okay. I thought they did though. I thought.
Well, who owns?
Well, Fox did, but
Fox did, right?
That last horrible X-Men movie destroyed the franchise, and then I thought they have it now. I thought.
Well, I guess if they have it, then they have it, but they haven't announced anything, and I think it'll be a while before they introduce any fucking X-Men into the MCU.
They'll have to start over.
What are we on Phase 3, Phase 4?
I think so. I might be wrong about that. Chat, what phase are we on? They'll let us know.
So I think X-Men at the earliest will get introduced. I think at least Phase 7.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to start over again.
Yeah, they'll have to, because like how many
Cast
more?
a brand new Wolverine. They're gonna have to start from scratch. So, I think they do have them because the next Deadpool movie was announced, and it's under Disney. So if they have Deadpool, then they probably have everybody else because Deadpool was Fox.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, what do you think they should do? Should they try to fast track the X-Men and just have them show up in other people's movies as appearances?
I think they could, or just I don't know, like do like a mid-credit scene or something, but just like the way they did with Thanos, they introduced him in Avengers 2, 1. I can't remember, but they introduced.
The first one, they had a little clip of him at the end, but
Yeah. So I think that, but they waited like fucking like 6 movies to introduce him.
yeah,
So I think they should do that with the X-Men. I think, at least give us like fucking Xavier or something, right?
So it is Phase 4. You're right. It's Phase 4.
Right.
But this is what people are saying. They're saying that they're hopeful. Hopefully, it works out. We don't want a bad phase. We want movies to be good, right? Even though we're not excited, we still want them to be good. But a lot of fans are saying that this is going to be even better than the original, ones leading up to Endgame, because we're going to have Fantastic Four, we're going to have X-Men, we may have some Avengers X-Men crossovers, but eventually the big baddie is going to be Doctor Doom and then Galactus.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, they have to introduce Galactus. I mean, which means that you need to introduce the Silver Surfer as well.
Yeah.
So.
And they screwed that up.
You know what? I think a lot of people are probably against it, but I think Keanu Reeves would make 2 very good characters, either Ghost Rider or Silver Surfer.
Whoa!
I think
Silver Surfer. That's perfect.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
That's good casting right there. I didn't even think of that. I've seen a lot of the memes though. People want him as Ghost Rider. I've seen that. Johnny Blaze or Danny Ketch? Because we had 2 movies of Johnny Blaze, and then on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, they had their own version of Ghost Rider, played by another actor. I don't know. What do you think?
Are we talking about the Nick Cage one?
No, I mean like we had the 2.
Oh yeah. I think the original man, Johnny Blaze.
Keep it Johnny Blaze. Okay. Sexy Sumo says we need a Silver Surfer solo film. Yeah. Now it's even more possible to do that now because of movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, and the whole cosmic universe of Marvel's open now. Sure. So now it's not too far fetched or out of the range of doing Silver Surfer.
Yeah, sure.
The second Fantastic Four movies, the Silver Surfer was the best part of that whole movie.
100%. Who voiced him? Was it Lawrence Fishburne?
Yes. Originally it was Doug Jones who did the motion capture for him. But they changed it to Fish. Did you like Fish's voice?
I think he was great. Come on, you stick Lawrence Fishburne in anything, he's fucking great.
Yeah. Oh man, let's see what we got other questions over here. Sean says, Ranjeet, what are your expectations for the MCU character Gore?
I don't know a lot about Gore. I mean,
is that Gore the God Butcherer or something like that?
I think Christian Bale's playing that character. Yeah. Well,
amazing name.
Well, I think if you look at the character Gore, they're gonna have to CGI Christian Bale's face, so he's gonna be playing some mocap dude, and I think.
Is he huge? I don't know what he looks like. Is Gore supposed to be like huge?
He's supposed to be like full on like big beast bastard.
Oh, okay.
So, but I think Christian Bale. I think we should see Christian Bale in the movie, because I don't want them what they did with fucking John Carter, where they fucking like Mark Strong and Willem Dafoe, they just mocapped everyone. It ruined the whole movie, man. I think if Christian Bale's going to be in it, it should be Christian Bale, not a mocap.
Right. Plus, well, you never know. They might just change the look because they want to sell. They want everybody to know, hey, Christian Bale's in the movie. Yeah. They want his face on the poster, so I don't know. Yeah. As long as it's fun and badass.
Yeah.
As long as it's good. Zero says Doug Jones was amazing in the role. I would like to see him get another chance at playing the Surfer. That's cool. He was good. Doug Jones is always good at the mocap. That's what he does.
Doug Jones, he's the guy that's always CGI or in makeup.
That's what he does. That's his thing. He's good at it. But Keanu though,
I think
that works.
I think Keanu would be fantastic.
Do you still want Keanu to the voice? Well, yeah. Why? Yeah, he's not going to just mocap. Yeah, that kind of works. They can enhance it a little.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. But I think, because if you look at the Silver Surfer's demeanor, he's very calm, collected.
Yeah,
that's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
even when he's John Wick, he's still very fucking calm.
Yeah, Yeah. Yeah.
But,
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, I think he'd be fucking great.
So there you go, chat. Hashtag Keanu Reeves as Silver Surfer and hashtag Patila Man. Make sure that still goes up. Besides, I know we were talking about action films. Are there any other type of movies that you like that's from other genres, horror and drama? And...
I like it. I'm a fan of Stanley Kubrick. I grew up. I remember the very first films I watched growing up were The Shining, It, and Candyman. They were the first three movies I remember watching, all at the age of like 7, and they're all very fucked up movies to introduce me.
You're lucky. I couldn't watch hardcore cool shit until I got older, unfortunately. But we just I know this is bad, but we just recently watched 2001: Space Odyssey,
right?
And the effects. We watched it in 4K.
No.
The effects, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the special effects, and this was like years before Star Wars came out. Like this was like it looked better than Star Wars. Like,
it was
ridiculous,
ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It's 100% ahead of its time. Like Stanley Kubrick is, I know he gets a lot of shit for being a perfectionist, but there's a reason he's a fucking perfectionist, man. There's a reason his movies are the way they are. There's a reason he does 100 takes. Yeah. It's not because he fucking wants to. He wants to torture the fucking actors. It's because he wants to get his shot. And his movies are proof of that.
Yeah. Full Metal Jacket. I mean, this was too many. There's too many good ones.
Jacket,
but I was just stunned of how good the visual effects were. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was like, when did this movie come out? It's just like you said, he's a perfectionist. I remember The Shining is great. This is a great movie.
I remember when I first watched 2001, I thought, what is this fucking movie? It's just too long. But I had the fortunate opportunity of watching it in theaters on its re-release probably about 6-7 years ago.
Nice.
And it was absolutely fucking fantastic. It was a movie which, watching it on DVD, Blu-ray on your TV, is nothing compared to watching it in a theater.
Right.
And
I believe it.
And I appreciated the movie even more because I thought, wow, like I've watched this movie already like 4 times sitting at home, but seeing it in the theaters, wow.
Yeah.
Something else.
With the sound and everything. It just...
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange, that's another good one.
I'll tell you what else I like.
Has he made a bad movie?
I
know it's subjective, and I know some people like movies better than others.
Yeah.
But still, those others, are they bad though? Like, are they?
I tell you, it's not a bad movie, but it's my least favorite of his movies.
Okay.
It's probably Barry Lyndon.
I still haven't seen that one. Do you recommend that? Should I still watch that?
I think it's worth at least a one-time watch.
Okay. That's the weakest for you.
That for me personally, that's the weakest.
Okay.
I'll tell you what else I like. I'll probably get hated by a lot of people. I like Moonlight.
Which one is it?
Moonlight. Yeah, Moonlight. Director Barry Jenkins, Mahershala Ali.
Oh yeah. Well, why get hate for liking that movie? I heard that was a good movie.
Very fucking good movie, man. That one, I tell you what.
It won awards, didn't it? Win awards.
It won the Oscar for best movie, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what else I like. I get like I watch everything, so please don't hate me, action fans. But I'll tell you what, a movie that I really enjoyed was.
I'm the same. Go ahead.
Call Me by Your Name. I thought it was an amazing movie.
Which one is that one?
Timothy Chalamet and Armie Hammer.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
The movie set in Italy.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Call Me by Name.
I got good reviews too.
Yeah, Taxi Driver, There Will Be Blood.
Oh my God, those are so good. Both of those.
I like it. Not a lot of people like this guy, but Terrence Malick. I really like Terrence Malick.
What's wrong with Terrence Malick?
People think he doesn't have stories and he just likes to shoot pretty things, which I can see why. But come on, man, Terrence Malick, you guys need to watch his first movie called Badlands with Martin Sheen. And
Okay.
Sister's Basic, absolutely incredible.
Martin Sheen, Badlands.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Sister's Basic, that's an absolutely incredible movie.
No connection to the Badlands in Exile.
No. I called the Badlands because I'd heard it somewhere before. I thought that's a cool name to name a place.
Yeah.
Badlands. And then I wrote the script, and then someone told me, "Are you copying Mad Max?" I was like, "What do you mean?" They go, "Because George Miller's new movie, with something, the Enter the Badlands or something like that. Mad Max Enter the Badlands." It's like, "Are you copying that?" I was like, "Fucking no! Like, I already wrote the script. Why would I?" But okay, if you want to compare it to Mad Max, I guess we could. But I mean, it's not a bad comparison to make. But
No.
yeah.
And how many Mad Max clones are already out there anyway? So. Oh man. Dream project. Do you have a dream? I mean, obviously you're living the dream, but do you have like something like it's been like you're throughout your whole career? You're making all these movies and shorts and documentaries, but something's been bugging you the whole time. You got a little needle in your side, and you're like, one day, this is what I want to make.
Well, for me, it's always been Blood Rush. That's
really
as my original film. I
yeah.
love that for me, that's everything. And another film called Memoirs of a Sikh Soldier. For me, that is my Saving Private Ryan.
Okay, I saw that on the filmography.
In 2014, Fox, Searchlight, and Ridley Scott actually optioned the script off of me for that movie. But unfortunately, Ridley Scott went on and did Exodus with Christian Bale, the movie about Moses, and the rights reverted back to me. So I was like, bad choice, Ridley.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Because Joel Edgerton, he passes as an Egyptian, right?
Of course he does. Yeah.
Oh, I still haven't seen that movie. I don't know. That might be a future "Is It Really That Bad" episode movie. I don't know.
I think you need to. You let me know, man, because I need to fucking watch it with you.
Hey, you want to do it together? I'll invite you. We'll do it.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
But yeah, dude.
Do it next week.
If I could ever, I know we should never remake anything unless it needs to be fucking remade, but
right.
One project I'd love to fucking do, and a lot of people will hate me for this because they should never be remade, and I probably will never remake it anyway, but if I could ever, it would be The Crow. Yeah, right. It should never be remade. The sequels are a pile of shit. Right?
Oh yeah. I don't know if did you see my Crow 4 Salvation? Oh my god!
But if the opportunity was ever there for me to remake it, I would love to.
Believe it or not, I mean we have a big, huge crow statue down here. But believe it or not, it can be done.
Of course, it can be done.
It can be done. And you seem like the type of guy that would do it right and do it justice.
Thank you very
much. But it can be done. But you know how Hollywood is; they're gonna fuck it up.
Well, I think their original casting choice of Bradley Cooper was pretty bad. Bad casting choice. Then they had
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. Then they had Jason Momoa, which I think was even worse. But one that I liked the most that they had was Luke Evans. I thought he would play a great Eric Draven.
Luke Evans. Oh, yeah. I'm a big fan of that guy, man. I like that guy.
Yeah. I thought
he's another underrated actor.
Very underrated. I thought Luke Evans was pretty good. But I would never remake The Crow anyway. I think Brandon Lee was incredible. But hey, if the opportunity came, I think long and hard about doing it.
Yeah. No, and now nothing is sacred at this point. Like, at least have somebody who's got a good eye and is going to do it justice. Do it than the usual. Are you for remakes?
With certain
that are you for the concept of the remake more so that it accurately does everything the first one did in a good way as an homage, Or are you more for the remake of we're going to do our own thing, more of a reboot?
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
there are certain movies which are just complete shit. Like, no disrespect to the filmmakers, because I know people work hard.
Yeah.
But there are some movies where you think, like, why would you do this? Is it a cash grab? Like, what is it? Right?
Right.
And those movies, yes, you could remake 100%. You can make them 100 times better. Like example, like Adam West's Batman, and then Michael Keaton's Batman.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. You could remake it. Yeah, because you see the Michael Keaton one is so much better than the Adam West one, right? But
you see Sonny's comment right here.
How about an Asian crew for a change?
Hey, I'm not against it. I think he's trying to hint. Would you want a new Crow movie done that's awesome, but not necessarily Eric Draven, just another Crow story, but good?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be open to it, just as long as they don't do what they did with the fucking Josh Brolin. Yeah, well, and the Josh Brolin Old Boy movie, the Spike Lee one. As long as they don't do that, terrible movie. Like, I'm a big fan of Brolin and Spike Lee, but what was that movie?
Yeah.
That
was bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of stuff that should have been left alone, it's like, how do you even dare try to remake Old Boy? Like, how? It's like some movies you watch and you're like, they can't. No, they can't. You can't. Like some movies you just can't. Like they've been wanting to remake The Warriors. I got a poster up here. They've been wanting to remake The Warriors for 5 billion years. I'm like, you can't. You know,
I think they could actually do a really good Warriors movie.
You think so?
I think so. I know the Russos.
They're gonna have to modernize it though. They can't have people with the clown makeup running around with baseball.
I mean, I know the Russos teased doing a Warriors series. The Russo brothers.
A series? Yeah, no, that's good. I'm for that. I'm for that.
If it was like a Netflix R-rated series, I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Now, I like that idea. A movie though, it's gonna be terrible.
They teased an image probably about 2 years ago, and I had the fortunate opportunity of meeting all of the Warriors cast members.
Okay.
And they were telling me that the Russos were attached at the time, talking about 4 years ago, and they were saying that the Russos were attached. They're new directors. We haven't heard of these directors. This is prior to them doing The Winter Soldier. And, they were like, but yeah, it'd be great to do it. It'd be great to see a new take on the Warriors.
Sure.
But I guess
series is perfect. That would be great. Then you get more screen time and backstory with the other gangs that are out there as well, not just the main characters. That would be really good. The PlayStation 2 video game was really good too back in the day.
That's still to this day is one of my favorite video games.
It is so good. It is so good. Sexy Sumo just mentioned something right here. I think you're the guy to do a Lobo movie, my friend.
Wow. I wouldn't mind doing a Lobo movie.
Who would be Lobo? Who would you pick to be Lobo?
Well, I know originally he was supposed to be The Rock before he was Black Adam.
No.
I think they completely butchered Lobo in the series. But I think the most cliche choice to go with Lobo would probably be Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I'd rather have Momoa than The Rock.
Yeah. But
Momoa looks like a guy with the cigar and the bike. Like he fits him.
He just like he's already Lobo.
Yeah.
he just.
That's true, huh?
He's got the hair, the beard, the look.
Yeah, that's true. Oh god, that's so funny. Just from now on, whatever you make, just have Sonny Payne in there.
That pretty much.
Movie you make from now on till your end of your career when you retire.
Well, I'll tell you something. Me and Sonny actually have probably about. I don't know if I can say this, but we have probably about 4 projects in the works together.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah. Right.
What's saying that? Say it. Exclusives. The channel.
Yeah.
So again, Blood Rush.
Yeah.
So what about Blood Rush got you pumped? Like this is my shit. This is what I wanted to do. I finally got a chance to do it.
So
it's the script.
yeah, well, for me, most of my movies have always revolved around the idea and the concept of the dehumanizing process of the mind.
Okay.
And when you kind of look at the dehumanizing process that one takes, and you realize why the person has become the way they are, is because of a tragic backstory.
Right.
And more often than not, it's always a backstory that leads to some kind of revenge.
Right.
So the idea of Blood Rush was about a guy who loses his wife and child in front of him, and something snaps within his mind.
Okay.
And it's a gradual turn of events that happens with Zach Lee's character Max, and I thought it was very fascinating to just create something which was never been seen before, because we've seen the typical revenge, but I wanted to take cliche bits but do them differently.
Love it.
And they've not been seen before. And when I showed Yaya and Chechep, Sonny, Zach, Nathan, and a few of the other guys, which I'll tell you about in a second, when they saw the script, it was almost like an immediate yes. And
nice.
And all the investors just kind of jumped on board. But obviously at the time, I'd not made I guess you could say, well, I've made feature films before, but it was my first commercial film before.
Right.
There was always like a what do you call it? A hesitation to let's take a chance on this director, right? As you can imagine, and I understand the reasons why. But then they came around to the idea of it because they vouched for me, and it was kind of like, okay, let's see what the director can do.
Right.
They're rolling, and it got to the point where we were probably like 3 months away from shooting.
Right.
And fucking COVID just stuck its fucking leg in and just knocked everything out. But I had the chance now to do Exiled, and all those investors are like, fuck it, we'll give you the money to do Rush and all the other projects. So
the fourth project's going to be called Sonny Pang the movie, right?
Sonny Pang
the movie.
That's it.
That's awesome, man. I mean, you know what? I'm the biggest Scott Adkins fan ever, and I'm actually very happy you did not go with him and you went with Zach.
Yeah.
He's got something, man.
Zach is something special, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody's seen The Night Comes First, I know he had a small role in the Raid too, but he, like, I think we get to full on see him in proper character is in The Night Comes First as White Boy Bobby, and I think the fucking just what he did in that fucking role was like, wow.
Yeah.
And when I got to Jakarta, and me and Sonny went to Zach's house, and he made dinner for us, and when we were speaking with Zach, I was just like, just captivated, man. I was like, this is Bobby.
Yeah.
Where's your stump leg and your beard, man? Yeah.
And some of the best actors, that are out there that exist, they're like unrecognizable from their characters sometimes. It's like, that's the same guy. Holy shit, But yeah, I'm happy for Zach, and you got so many badasses in that movie, man.
I tell you who else we had attached to the movie was Tony Todd.
Candyman.
Yeah.
I met Tony once. He's a great guy. I took a photo with him. Very nice guy in real life.
I could probably tell you the story now because the remake's coming out. But me and Tony spoke heavily about doing a Candyman remake about 8 years ago, and he was
Hollywood stole your idea, and now they're making it.
His agent at the time was just like, I want this, and this in place.
Oh, being stupid.
I was like, fuck off, man. But I've been fortunate enough to have some good opportunities come my way, but unfortunately, because like I didn't have, prior to Exile, I didn't have my commercial movie, so they were like, it's a first time director. I'm not a first time director, but they were like, it's a first time director So it was
Mhm.
like, all right, whatever, man. I'm gonna keep doing my shit anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, it's all you got to do you at the end of the day.
Of course, man.
You got to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about it,
Yeah.
what do you think of the trailer of the new Candyman coming out?
I think it's good. I don't know why they didn't say show Tony because he's playing Candyman. He is Candyman in the movie.
He is?
He is Candyman in the movie. I
I
don't
thought
know
somebody
why.
else was Candyman.
He is Candyman in the movie.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I did not. Is this a sequel?
It's not a remake. It's a sequel to the first Candyman movie.
So the 2 and 3 didn't happen.
Don't exist because Jordan Peele's producing the new one,
Oh,
right? So they've already said the sequels don't exist. This new Candyman is a direct sequel to the first Candyman.
right.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm looking at chats. Yeah, the Spawn movie that, and then that's never going to come out.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you see what Michael J. White said recently?
No, I didn't say it. No, what did he say?
He recently spoke about how Todd McFarlane was speaking with him.
Yeah.
About the movie. He's like, oh, it's going to be like this, and you're not going to really see Spawn. Spawn's going to be more like a mist, and you're going to attack. And then Michael J. White was like, good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't understand. The movie revolves around two other side characters.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
If a TV show, like if it was like Gotham, or we're following Sam and Twitch, maybe.
I guess it'd be all right.
For a movie, come on, people want to see Spawn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I know that Blumhouse has acquired the rights to it and they're going to be producing it. But I guarantee you that Jason Blum is looking at Todd McFarlane thinking this guy must be on fucking cocaine or something, because this guy just never stops talking. He wants to make a movie called Spawn, but there's no character called Spawn. Like, you don't see Spawn, and it's like that movie has been in development hell for like the last 20 years.
Yeah. We're gonna have Jamie Foxx play Al Simmons, but you're not gonna see him.
Yeah,
he's gonna be in the mist, in the darkness.
I think Jamie Foxx is a bad casting choice.
Yeah.
I don't think Jamie Foxx, like Michael J. White. Okay. Now that we come around to he works, but
yeah,
it might be the same case with Jamie Foxx. But
they should have just went with a no name or somebody else.
They should have. I think Yahya, what's his name? Abdul Mateen, I think his name is the guy that plays. I can't remember his name now. He was in Aquaman, the villain.
Oh, Black Manta.
Black Manta, yeah, he plays Black Manta. I think he would have been a good Al Simmons.
Yeah, he would have. Isn't he in the Candyman movie?
He's in Candyman, yeah.
Okay, so he's not Candyman, because the trailer kind of made it look like he was the next Candyman.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting. We have some Sonny Pang fans showing up in chat right now. Sonny, you were awesome in Kill Shot, and Night Comes for Us. Great job. See, Sonny, it's all love here, man.
Yeah.
Love for Ranjeet. No love for Samurai. Nobody loves me. No, just kidding. I'm a knucklehead.
Headshot's a great movie, man. Yeah, somebody just commented Headshot. Headshot is an incredible movie.
Yeah, really good. And again, that was my introduction to Sonny, and I was like, this motherfucker is badass villain. This is how I like my villains.
Yeah.
This is how I like my villains, man.
Yeah.
Just that cold stare look.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not messing with that. No, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go to McDonald's. I'm not staying to fight this guy.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it, man. Especially that end fight which is the best fight in the movie.
Yeah.
That was like straight old school martial arts. Like we gonna do this old school. That's I love it.
I've spoken with Lent at Sunny about that fight scene, and he was telling me all.
Thank you, Mr. D.
He told me everything about how that movie was done. It was just, and that fight scene was done. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Sunny. I think it took like 4 days to film that end fight scene or something. But it was incredible.
Nice.
Yeah.
it's just you put in it takes a while. It's to really put together a really badass fight scene and film it the way you want it.
Yeah.
It takes hard work. People don't realize that.
It's true.
I was watching behind the scenes of Gary Daniels in the live action movie of Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
And do you remember how that infight looked when he came in and fought a whole bunch of dudes? Did you see that movie?
I've seen bits of it. I've not watched the whole movie completely.
It's very odd how the infight is when he comes in and fights a whole bunch. Like basically, it's like 1 versus 100 dudes. Whatever.
Wow.
But the camera angle is weird, man. It's like literally the director just sat it there and he went and got lunch and says, "Do what you guys need to do, and I'll come back and just hit stop." Like, like it's weird because you can tell there's more action over here. You can tell things are happening over here, but it just sits here. It's like the same angle the whole fight.
Wow.
And then behind the scenes, Gary Daniels was saying that the director definitely is talented. He has an eye for visuals and fantasy, like he did Hellraiser 2. He directed Hellraiser 2, but he just did not have the patience for fight choreography and fight scenes. He was like, this is taking too long, and so literally that whole fight, Gary Daniels and his martial arts teacher, they literally had to make it up like, okay, go. This is what we have an idea. Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
And they had bigger, better plans to make the fight more exciting and better, but no, we got to end it, and that's a shame. It's a shame. We need more directors out there like you who show the damn fights. I mean, from the trailer, you could see the fight, you could see everything. There's no fucking shaky cam bullshit all over the place or quick cut editing. For one punch, you're gonna have 5 edits.
Have you seen, I think it's in Taken 2. Have you seen?
Everyone's like, yes, I know. When he jumps over the fence, it is ridiculous.
What was that?
Oh, it's like you're not making the movie more exciting.
Yeah.
Well, it's just terrible. Oh man, how much longer do I have you? Because I know you need to get some sleep, man.
I'm good, man. I rested already prior to the call.
Oh, okay. What's your plans for the day? What you got going on this morning?
Well, I've got we're on the last probably day of editing Exiled.
Okay.
And then it's gonna go up. It's gonna be sent off to Indonesia to get all the special effects and the grading and everything done, sound.
Right.
So,
nice.
1 day away from everything now.
I agree, Sonny. Yeah, he says the animated movie obviously is better, of course. I would love for a remake or a big budget spectacle of Kenshiro kicking ass, taking names in a Fist of the North Star movie. I would love that now because now we have technology. Gilbert says, "What's up, Ranjeet?" He's saying hello.
Hi, Gilbert.
Oh, I like this. What do you think of this? Ken Kasugi as Kenshiro. That would be awesome. I feel bad about Kane because he's a really good martial artist. He's really good, but he just seems like they don't give him any leading roles. Like, what happened? I saw his movie. What was it called? I can't remember the name of it, but I saw his debut, and it was some good fights in there. And then after that, he's just kind of smaller, cameos. Ninja 2, Shadow of a Tear with Scott Adkins. He had a small role. Yeah. He was good in it. He's good at everything. He shows up to fight, but they probably wouldn't lead. They'd probably say, "Oh, Kane's too old. We need a J-pop star."
That's what they do, man. That's a thing. And you know what? Unfortunately, the movie industry has turned into a place of not actors. It's turned into a place of influencers, Instagram influencers, people that have all the highest Instagram followers, Twitter followers. It's like, yes, they're influencers, but they're not actors.
Yeah.
And it's like you're ruining the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like you're trying to get somebody into a really good role, but yet you've been given somebody that can't fucking read a sentence.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, it's muscle heat, blood heat. Yeah, thanks, Lee. I couldn't remember the name of it. Christopher Gupton says he mentions the fight scenes in Batman Begins. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's a really good movie. I still like the movie. It's just You know, more so, not so much when he was training with Raja Ghul and Liam Neeson,
That was great. Yeah.
but when he was in the suit, there were a lot of quick cuts. Like, come on, man, let's show Batman, dude. Luckily, I liked the movie enough to accept it.
Of course.
But
Well, Christian Bale actually he complained a lot about the suit actually, because obviously if you look at his cowl in Batman Begins, it's just a one solid piece, and he has to turn like this.
it's like real thick, right? It's like huge.
Right, which is why in the Dark Knight they give him the mobility to move.
Right.
Why fights look better in
Yeah.
the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises.
Right. Especially Rises. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, we have greetings from Indonesia. What's going on? Ingo RPG from the motherland showing up here saying what's up.
Oh wow.
Hanging out with Ranjeet today, chat. Oh, there you go. Sonny agrees. Kane is so underrated. Thank you. It's like, where can we get this? So somebody, Ranjeet, are you gonna have to call Kane? Are you gonna have to call him?
I'm gonna have to call Kane. You know what's weird? You know, you said Kane the first time, and automatically I went to WWE, right?
Okay. You're a wrestling fan too?
I'm a wrestling fan. Yeah, I mean,
all right.
Anything after 2006, like it's a piece of shit. But anything,
yeah, I agree.
Like ECW Attitude Era, I fucking love. Yeah, like that is wrestling. Anything now is just like a bunch of fucking pretty boys, and it's like nobody knows how to wrestle. It's just like it's too watered down shit.
It's safe.
It's safe. It's like
you gotta really go to like maybe like New Japan or something like that to see, you know, the real shit. Because in WWE, a lot of the moves, the badass moves that we're used to, they're banned.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, now what? You know, you just cut the balls off of everybody who's there. Did you see Kane? Did you see not Kasugi, wrestler Kane? Did you see him live, or did you see any events live?
Actually, I've been to a live event twice. I went to one in 2009, and then I went to the very, very first ones, which was like Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart times.
Nice.
Me
too.
When I was like probably like 7, 8 years old. Yeah, but it was a great experience, man. But obviously, when you watch something on TV and you watching it live, it's two different experiences.
Well, it's even worse now because of the coof.
Yeah,
it's all screens, but the worst thing is, I get why they put the screens there because they can't have the crowd, which is weird. Which is weird because when you watch New Japan or AEW, there's the crowd is there. They're just spread out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but WWE doesn't even want to do that.
Yeah.
But what's the worst thing though? They got the screens there, people watching. That's fine. But the worst thing though is fake crowd noises.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my God.
Kills it, man. Like they do like a cool move, and all of a sudden you hear, what is it? This is awesome. This is awesome. And then everybody on the screen is just like, the audience on the screen are just like, but then you hear, this is so bad.
It's terrible.
So bad.
It's terrible. You know what? Literally, after it kind of went downhill after 2006, I started watching TNA, and TNA was great. And then even that became too fucking commercialized, and they ruined that as well.
Yeah.
So I subscribed to WWE on YouTube, and I literally just been watching all the old clips.
Yeah, right.
The last month or so, like I don't know how I got back into wrestling, but just like watching wrestling again.
Out of boredom, I'll bounce in and out to try to support the wrestlers that I know are good and they're trying, but it's just in terms of following, I don't. But yeah, the fake crowd noises, man, it's so bad.
Yeah,
it's so bad. It's like, I know we're trying, but it's not the same anymore. And the sucky thing is now because of the coof, they can't tour, and now Vince McMahon and them are perfectly fine with doing their shows with the fake screens. So now the wrestlers are not making a lot of money now because they're not touring.
Of course.
You know, so it's kind of sucky for them.
Yeah.
Mr. D Style 9 says, Ranjeet, I can't wait to see Exile the Chosen Ones. I'm ready for some kick-assery and violence abound. Yes. That's
100%.
right.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, what the trailer is compared to what the movie is completely different. I mean, the movie is complete carnage,
Sweet.
and
Right.
there's 142 contestants in the movie.
Oh, there's
but
that many. Okay.
contestants, but we focus on 35 of them only. Yeah, the main
Right.
focus is on 35 of them. So it's 35 stories within a 90-minute movie, right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets the time. Obviously, everything revolves around our character Sunny Bank, but everybody's has a little bit, which is very, I guess, because they're vital to the story, and
Yeah.
especially Oka's character.
Nice. Nice. Blood Rush. Prediction maybe 2023.
Release date probably yes.
Okay.
If you can get it out next year, then great. Usually, when I work with my producers, they like to have a quick turnaround time. So I'm hoping that if we do shoot next year, it will be out next year as well.
Right. Orlando, Ranjeet mentioned earlier, there's a good chance it's going to be coming to Netflix mid year or later, right?
Yeah, most likely later in the year.
Right.
Yeah.
And Patila Man is when is that? When? Let's get. I'll keep bugging you now.
You're gonna have to speak to the missus about that
one. So besides wrestling, is there any other hobbies you like to do besides movies? Anything else you like? You play video games or anything like that, or collect things?
Well, I tell you what, I resisted the urge to buy an Xbox for so long because I knew that I was gonna buy an Xbox and I knew I was not gonna fucking get off of it. I brought the Xbox with no games purposely.
Okay. Well,
right.
Well, you can't waste your money, sir. You're gonna have to buy a game.
So
just start with one game, one game at a time.
Well, it came with a bunch of games which I'm never gonna play because I don't like them kind of games. But it came with a bunch of games and they're just sitting there, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? The only game that I want to play is GTA 5. Yeah.
Right.
So I brought GTA 5 a week ago, right? And I've already completed it, right? And I should know because I should be finishing the movie, but luckily the movie,
you beat it already,
right?
Oh my goodness,
right? The movie, fortunately, on my side of everything is finished, so it will be finished, I guess, in the next 12 hours time from now.
Okay.
So the movie will be finished, and then I can focus on doing the rest of the missions. Because Indonesia will have the rest of the movie that they can just continue to do the thing.
Yeah.
Then I'll have about a week's break, and then I'm going to start prep on the next movie.
Nice. And then have some more time to go back to gaming.
Or I might just sell the Xbox because I'm going to play too much.
You're Sonny Pang and them are going to be like, man, Ranjeet's calling for a lot of breaks during filming here. What's going on? Catch you in the back. Yeah.
You know, I should just throw the fucking the controller away.
I had to throw up Charm's quote there.
What do you say?
She says, yay, I'll get him to write a script for Tila Man. You're going to get Gears of War or Halo or any of that stuff? Or are you just like, well, I'm good with what I got right now?
I'm good with what I got right now. I have, well, Charm's got me, she got me Call of Duty. So I have Call of Duty, which I have played. I'm not a fan of Halo. Sorry.
Right.
I'm not a fan of Gears of War. Sorry. Although I think Dave Bautista would make a good Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah.
But
he's in that movie for a Gears of War movie for years, or a Halo movie for years.
Dave Bautista, his acting has got really good. I think he could play Marcus Phoenix.
I'm just surprised as popular as those games are. I'm stunned we never got a movie already. You know, those games have been out. That franchise has been out for years. Just don't be like me. At least you're doing it right. At least you're doing one game at a time. Just don't be like me and collect a whole bunch and never play it. I'm like the opposite of you.
You know what? Timo told me to get The Last of Us. Yeah. And what did I do?
For PS4?
Yeah, and what did I do? I went and brought an Xbox. So I can't even play that game.
That's okay. You'll just get a PS5 later. You'll make up for it. There you go. Boom. That's right. That's right, Sexy Sumo. I'm gonna convert them to the Sony PlayStation. Me and him argue all the time. Xbox, PlayStation. We argue. We have fun. Man Cave Movement says, who did the fight choreography for Exile? That was Nick Khan, right?
Nick Khan done the majority of the fight choreography and the previses. Sonny was also able to be there as well. We had Sonny fly over 1 week early to help tighten up some of the choreo.
Nice.
Then we brought in a bunch of other martial artists as well from all around the UK who together collectively have the fight scenes that you see now. But to head everything was Nick Khan. He had final everything.
Nice. Numbnut.
Numbnut.
That's how you do it. I think he should be proud of that nickname. Because it's perfect. It's like me walking around. People call me Tiny. It's perfect.
we call him the fake Russian.
Fake Russian?
because in the movie he plays a Russian.
Yeah.
He's called he's a character called Igor.
Okay.
And he's in the movie. He's one of the most feared contestants in the game, and literally everybody fears him within the movie. Which is why when you see his character in the trailer, he's got the most, along with Sonny, has the most badass fight scenes.
Whew. Yes, I'm ready. I'm sold. I think I've said I'm sold. Hey, here's a drinking game for you guys. Rewatch this, and every time I say I'm sold, you just take a shot. Oh man. Let's see if chat has any other questions for Mr. Ranjeet here. Let me scroll up a little bit more. I may have missed. Excuse me. All right, I'll scroll back down. Any recent movies you watched recently and you liked them? You're like, oh, that was pretty good. Or you were disappointed?
I can't remember the name of the director. It's going to bug me now, but it had Aaron Taylor something. What his name is? I can't remember. Yeah, the guy that plays Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Him and a movie with John Cena actually. There's a movie called The Wall. A movie that takes place in Afghanistan. I think
I've seen the trailer for that, yeah.
It's a really good movie, man.
So it's good.
One location, and pretty much one actor.
I like those type of movies. I like it.
Incredible movie. Like, I know...
Is that the one where Cena got shot and he's injured?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really... And, like, the ending of the movie, fucking hell. Right?
Nice.
It's not what you expect. Right?
The Wall.
Okay. Yeah. That was a great movie. Another movie that I watched. I'll tell you what I watched with Charmaine actually. During lockdown here in the UK, we binge watched Breaking Bad.
Nice.
Literally Breaking Bad. We literally were watching probably about 5 or 6 episodes a night. Right?
Nice.
Like each episode is about an hour long, and we literally binge watched the fucking shit out of that show. And
great show, man.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? I've not had a chance to watch a lot of movies because I've been editing and stuff. But when I do get a chance, I have watched. I tell you what, Charmaine actually brought me a couple of new movies: Hereditary, Midsummer, the John Wick trilogy.
Not perfect, right up your alley.
Yep. What else?
Hereditary's good. It's a mix, though. Not everybody likes it. I liked it. But the same director who did that did Midsummer.
Yeah.
I have not seen that, and I heard that was good, too. So, and your favorite movie's Frozen, I see. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Frozen is my absolute favorite fucking movie ever.
Of all time.
Of all time.
You're going to remake it.
I'm going to remake it. Oh, yes. We watched Parasite recently as well.
Oh, yeah. That's good, too. I enjoyed it. But I'm glad you really like Killers, man, because I'm like, dude, nobody's talking about this movie.
Yeah, Killers is a great movie. It reminded me of another movie that came out called I Saw the Devil.
Oh,
right?
Great movie. Right.
Yeah, he was kind of shaded to that movie, and I thought it was incredible.
Yeah, let's have America try to remake that.
Yeah.
Except Hollywood tried to remake I Saw the Devil. Totally different ending. I guarantee you.
I see somebody just asked about horror thoughts on horror movies. If that hasn't brought up yet. What's your favorite horror movie, man? Top 3.
Oh my god. Oof, I got too many. I'll say is my favorite zombie movie by default is Return of the Living Dead. It's so fun. It's just I can watch that any day, every day. It brings a smile to my face. It makes me laugh. It's got fun gore effects, creature effects. It's just love the soundtrack, straight up 80s goodness. Yeah, Return of the Living Dead is great. I really liked Wreck, man.
Wreck was good.
I really liked Wreck, and I have not seen the bullshit remake Quarantine, which I heard wasn't that good. It was meh. But the cool thing about when I watched Wreck though was we had absolutely no idea what we were gonna watch.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine said, "Hey, watch this movie." I said, "What is it about?" He said, "Just watch it." I was like, "Okay." And then he left. He disappeared to the left, like that entity you saw earlier. He just disappeared. He's like, "Here, watch this movie." So he like, he left, and then we're like, "Oh, okay." Well, our buddy Edgar's like, "Hey, well, he wants us to watch this movie," so we sat down, we watched it. We're like, "Oh, okay." He's in Espanol. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll look at subtitles.
Yeah.
And we still had no idea. We're like, "Oh, it looks like it's a found footage type movie." Okay.
Yeah.
Still had absolutely no idea because we didn't read the plot synopsis or anything. And it just got more intense and more intense. And we were like, dude, like this is like crazy. And then by the very last finale, the finale in the dark, and you see that thing come out from the was it the attic? I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like I was just like this, like, no, oh no. That was my reaction, right? And it was great. Oh, Wreck was great. It's just such a delight sometimes when you go into a movie blind.
Yeah.
And you have no expectations. You have no idea what you're about to watch, and it's just you're blown away. And sometimes that's so good.
I'll tell you what was a movie that was like that for me. Sonny was at my house, and we put on a movie, but Sonny fell asleep during it. It was a Korean movie called #Alive.
Oh, is that on Netflix? I think that's on Netflix.
Dude, if you get a chance to watch that fucking movie, don't watch trailers, don't read the synopsis, just fucking watch it.
Okay, good. I haven't read anything yet. I just seen like the thumbnail.
Yeah. Dude,
all right, cool.
Incredible.
Good. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
#Alive.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Definitely.
Watch it tonight. No, I was kidding.
Watch it with the missus.
Hopefully it's better than Peninsula. Yeah, sorry. I'm still mad about that movie. I know it. I know people love it. That's fine. If you like Peninsula, that's fine.
But
I don't hate you.
It was nothing like Train to Busan.
What happened?
It was nothing like Train to Busan, though.
Oh, no. That's why I hated it. Oh, man. Do you think you might mix dip your toe a little bit in the zombie genre in the future?
If it's something like that, like #Alive or like Train to Busan, I wouldn't mind. Okay. But if it's going to be a cliche fucking zombie movie, no way. I wouldn't do it.
We're already we've been oversaturated.
Way too oversaturated. I've seen so many movies. Have I not seen this movie? And I've watched this movie like 20 times already.
Yeah,
but it's a different movie. But I feel like I've just watched it 20 fucking times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about? Oh, I'm actually looking forward to a horror flick coming out this year. And it's because again, I don't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the trailer intrigued me. I haven't read it. I haven't read the plot synopsis or anything. But it's a movie called Antlers.
Oh yes.
I saw one teaser way last year. Didn't see anything else.
Yeah.
And I was like, when is this movie coming out? And of course, the coup happened.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about it, and I'm pumped actually because I don't know what I'm going into. So
hold on, let me just double check. There's a movie. Is that the one with Janelle Monáe? What's her name?
I don't know who's in it, to be honest, because I saw that teaser once and I just never forgot it. I was just like, I want to see that.
Okay, no. So she had a movie actually come out. I think earlier. Well, I think last year. Antebellum.
Okay, I have not seen that.
Yeah, like
How was that?
that was supposed to be a really. I've not watched it myself, but that was supposed to be a really good movie. But it got dumped on fucking online, and just like lost a ton of money. Uh,
Oh, oops.
but it was supposed to be an incredible movie. Um, so I'll probably watch that with the missus at some point.
Yeah.
But the way
Let me know if that's any good.
I will definitely. But Antlers is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, it just I just don't know like anything about it. That's why I'm intrigued. I'm gonna check out this Saturday. I'm gonna check out Psycho Goreman because it looked hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And Bloody Hell. I'm hearing things about Bloody Hell.
Bloody
So I'm hearing good things about it. Yeah.
That one I
So
don't.
I'm going in blind too with that one. We're gonna watch that Saturday. Pantila Man versus Zombies. Chat said, "There's your movie."
Please stop talking about Patila, man.
Oh,
It's better
it's too
not
much
become a
fun,
thing.
man.
People better not stop fucking messaging me. Hashtag Patila.
I should have never went on PhatSamuraiGuy podcast. Damn it. Oh, I wish. Shoot, I wish I could come out there and help you make movies, brother. Hey, I'll come out there. I'll hold the boom mic. I'll hold the boom mic.
On a serious note, have you never made any movies?
No.
You should because I know that you have the love of movies clearly, right? And I know that you know a good movie to a bad one,
Yeah.
right? For me, that's how I started. Like I didn't go to film school. I literally just watched movies, and that's how I
Right.
knew how to do movies, right? And I think you should at least give it a go, man.
Well, I appreciate that.
I think
But anytime if you're in California and you need to film something over here, just give me a call and I'll go in there and try to fight. You know, I'll be in a fight scene, get killed off screen. You know.
I'll take you up on the offer.
Yeah, there you go. Woohoo! Or I can hold the boom mic. I'll be boom mic man. Any way to help the love of the art of movies. And I think that's the perfect way to go ahead and segue to the end of the podcast today. Was there anything else you'd like to say to Chad or anything to plug? Anything else coming out? I think you plugged a lot, actually.
I think I gave a lot away. We're shooting a new movie in April. I'll announce that really soon. That one is going to star some people that you might know of. But in terms of Exiled initially, I guess was supposed to come out May 25th, but because it's unsure, so we haven't announced the date yet. But a date should be coming pretty soon.
Awesome, great. I love it. Chat, keep your eyes out for Exiled, coming soon to Netflix later this year. Keep your eyes out and make sure you watch it. Enjoy. Grab the popcorn, get the beer or whatever you're drinking. Sit down, enjoy the ride. Make sure you continue to support Ranjeet's work, his upcoming projects, especially Blood Rush. I'm really excited for that, and I didn't even see the damn trailer yet. But yes, support his work. Support filmmakers that have a love for the genre they're in, and they're busting their ass, fighting entities and spirits to make it happen. And you got to support badasses like that. And Sonny Pang, if he's still here, thanks again, brother, for your work and for helping to make Exiled work as well. So he seemed like he was a crucial part to the filmmaking process. So.
It was a very important part.
And thanks again, Ranjeet, for coming on the podcast and hanging out. I am honored. I'm honored, sir. And we got to do more of this. And just anytime you want to just shoot shit and just talk movies, you know, we got to plan nothing. Just boom, we just go live. We just talk movies and go from there. If you're are you still down to do? Is it really that bad? Gods of Egypt.
100%, man.
There you go, chat. Coming soon. Is it really that bad episode? Gods of Egypt. Well, yeah, we'll talk more about that after the stream, Ranjeet.
Sure, man. Yeah.
But thanks, everyone, for watching tonight. Thanks for those likes, those shares, and for subscribing. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. Movie Dojo Army growing. That's how we're doing. And we'll see you badasses next time And don't forget, also keep an eye out for Pantila Man versus Zombies. All right, here we go. Have a good night. Peace out, guys. See you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time.